Well, the Saints with the 14th pick, a lot of movement, but they, offensive line was in need. They get Taliese Fuaga. I mean, just no sacks at all in his college career. Man, give me your thoughts about him.
Yeah, he was a big power player. Fuaga was I thought he was the best run blocker of all the tackles in this draft class. You saw the movement skills, but what jumps out at you is for such a huge man, his movement skills, his ability to sink his hips, bend at the knees. He's not a waist bender, and he's aggressive. And he plays to that, what you want to call echo of a whistle, which means a little bit beyond it. He's a very aggressive guy. He's gotten so much better as a pass protector, Mike. I think that's the thing that jumps out at me watching him last year from the year before. I thought teams and players that gave him a hard inside move, he was getting beat sometimes with it. This year wasn't nearly as much.
And as you talked about, he kind of has grown into his body, right? I mean, from 270 to 335, he's probably still kind of getting used to it.
Yeah, because that's the one thing with a big man. Okay, you come in 265, 270. Now you're 315, 320 pounds. It's your body balance and your weight and how to kind of move that weight around. And I think he was getting caught sometime overextending inside. He's gotten much better as a technician. I think the Saints got a really good pick here at that right tackle position. And I think he's a guy, now we don't know about Ramczyk, but if Ramczyk's not there, he's your starter at right tackle. And I think immediately.
So now the question becomes, can this team somehow, 45th pick in the second round, still nothing in the third or fourth, does that become their priority tomorrow and Saturday? Get something in 3 and 4, if you can.
That's what I would try to do. I would try to maybe trade back and get me a 3. I don't have one at this stage. Maybe just peel back a little bit. I think the run on receivers in the second round may give you an opportunity. You're going to fall in love with somebody, that receiving core. But this team still has to get better in the trenches. Because other than the quarterback position, offensive line, defensive line is the highest priority. Games change, 40 years, that hasn't.
LSU Tigers did not disappoint again. Boy, 3 players taken in the first 23 spots. Brian Thomas Jr. the last. Jaden Daniels the first to Washington. And that's just some athletes they produce.
Yeah, Drew Brees told me this. Mike, they got dudes at LSU. And I understood what he meant. Brian Thomas just a year ago, he was the all-potential guy. And he grew into that spot, big play athlete. Man, he can run, flat out run. He's a touchdown maker. Malik, all 3 wide receiver positions, quick. He reminds me so much physically of Jamar Chase. I mean, if you put them next to one another, I mean, they sort of built the same speed, that sort of thing. It's a great spot for him in New York because they don't have a playmaker there. And Jaden, now Deuce and I were talking about this. He is the most humble star college player I've ever been around in my life. You wouldn't know it. With Joe Burrow, he was different. I mean, you just sort of knew he was the guy. With Jaden, just his study habits, his physical skills are there, his ability to make plays with his feet, and he can rifle a ball in between arms and hands really, really well.
Mike Detillier, great analyst as always, and we'll see what the Saints do. See if the 45th pick for tomorrow, and nothing in 3 and 4. Busy Saturday, but got a feeling they'll make some moves.